Good evening and welcome to Express News with me, Deepika, your daily half-an-hour window that brings you all the latest news and updates from the country and the world in 30 minutes. Let's quickly begin. Indian President Draupadi Murmu conferred the Swachhta Survekshan Awards in New Delhi on Thursday. The government claims it to be the world's largest urban cleanliness survey. Indian city of Indore bagged the award for the cleanest city for the 7th time, with Surat emerging as the joint winner for the first time. In the category of Best Performing States in Swachh Sarvekshan Awards 2023, Maharashtra bagged the top rank, followed by Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. India's Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman delivered a keynote address at a seminar on Gift City, an aspiration of modern India in Gandhinagar, Gujarat. Addressing the event, the minister said that in India, the fintech adoption rate is 87% as against the global average of 64%. It also shows the important role that technology is playing in financial inclusion and empowerment across the nation. India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh interacted with the Indian community at India House in London, where he attended a community reception as well. Citing a recent article published in Chinese Global Times hailing India's growth story, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh asserted that the Chinese government now accepts that India cannot be ignored at the global level. India's Defence Minister also met UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak in London. The two leaders discussed issues pertaining to defence, economic cooperation and ways to work together for strengthening a peaceful and stable global rule-based order. After Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's recent visit to the Lakshadweep Islands, inquiries about the island have skyrocketed over the internet. The online travel portal Make My Trip said that there is a whopping 3,400% surge in searches for Lakshadweep after Prime Minister Narendra Modi's recent visit. As per the statistics by Google Trends, under the tourist destination category, Lakshadweep saw a major spike in Google searches, particularly on the 8th of January 2024, with a 100% increase alone on that day. In an annual press briefing, Indian Army Chief General Manoj Pandey said that the north border situation is stable yet sensitive, and we continue to operate with other agencies and state administration. Indian Army Chief General Manoj Pandey also said that they are committed to boost more infrastructure on border areas. He also said that year of 2023 saw low levels of cross-border violence except for some places, and also the situation in Northeast was improved. The Army Chief also emphasized the importance of self-reliance in procurement of weapons for the Army. He said Army has been also inducting new technologies. Union Minister for Civil Aviation Jyotiraditya Scindia and Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh Yogi Adityanath inaugurated the flight operations of Indigo at Maharishi Valmiki International Airport. Indigo has now commenced operations effective from the 11th of January between Ahmedabad, Gujarat and Ayodhya Dham, second to the flight operations between Ayodhya and New Delhi that commenced from the 10th of January. India's Minister for Civil Aviation, Jyotiraditya Scindia, said that this operation will not only improve the economy but also give wings to the spiritual, religious and people-to-people connectivity between the two states. The International Energy Agency released its Renewables 2023 report on Thursday. In its report, the IEA said that the world added 50% more renewable capacity in 2023 than in 2022, and the next 5 years will see its fastest growth. The report forecasts that solar power and onshore wind energy deployment through 2028 is expected to more than double in the United States, the European Union, India and Brazil compared with the last 5 years. The Indian envoy to the United States, Taranjeet Singh Sandhu, attended the event titled Ramayan Across Asia and Beyond at the US Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C. Speaking at the event, the Indian envoy said Ramayan is a bridge across geographies and teaches people about the complexities of human relationship. With preparations in the final stage, Ram Temple in pilgrim city of Ayodhya is being decorated for the consecration ceremony. The first golden door has been installed at the temple. As many as 13 more doors are to be installed within this week. The Sanctum Sanctorum of the Ram Temple is made of pure white Makrana marbles of the western state of Rajasthan. Atop the seat, the idol of Ram Lala that will be installed on the 22nd of January. In Ayodhya, large drum weighing around 500 kilograms has been prepared by the Dagar Samaj of Ahmedabad, made from iron plates on the insides for longer life. The outside of the drum has been plated with copper and a layer of gold and silver has also been applied to it. The drum was sent off for Ayodhya after puja and chants of Jai Shri Ram by the locals. It will arrive in Ayodhya on 15th of January and will be handed over to the Ram Janmabhoomi Trust. Now some top news from the world of business and economy. The Indian market ended in green on Thursday. Sensex rose 63.47 points to settle at 71,721.18. Nifty climbed to 28.5 points to 21,647.2. Rupee settled on a flat note with a loss of just 1 paise at 83.04 against the US dollar on Thursday. Gold future maturing on the 5th of February next year stood at 62,165 rupees per 10 grams on Multi-Commodity Exchange of India Limited. Silver futures maturing on the 5th of March next year stood at 72,099 rupees per kilogram on the MCX. Asian stocks climbed before crucial US inflation data impacting potential Fed decisions, while the approval of Bitcoin ETFs in the US boosted the crypto market. MSCI's Asia Pacific Index rose by 0.8%. Japan's benchmark Nikkei index closed above 35,000 for the first time in nearly 34 years. The Nikkei 225 share average was up 1.94% at 35,110.52 by the midday close. On Wednesday, US stocks closed with an increase driven by the surge in mega-cap stocks. S&P 500 saw support as the 10-year Treasury note yield remained around 4% and a $37 billion auction of the notes garnered higher than average demand. Google laid off hundreds of employees in several divisions, with Fitbit co-founders James Park and Eric Friedman also leaving the company as the tech giant continues to cut its costs. The company also said hundreds of roles in the search of giant's central engineering team are also being impacted. The spokesperson did not specify the number of roles being impacted. The International Monetary Fund and the South American country Argentina have finalized the details of an agreement over the country's embattled $44 billion loan program. The deal will be presented for approval in the coming weeks. Inflation in Argentina is likely topped 200% last year, one of the highest levels in the world, with grocery costs rising particularly fast, hitting people's wallets as salaries and pensions have failed to keep up with the pace. International Monetary Fund has also approved a new $1.2 billion four-year loan program to support Jordan's economy. This will give Jordan immediate access to an initial disbursement of about $190 million, with the remaining amount to be phased over the program. A thin layer of ice formed on the surface of the Dal Lake and other water bodies in India's Kashmir as the temperature fell below 0 degrees Celsius and cold wave-like conditions gripped the region. Indian Meteorological Department warned that dense fog conditions are likely to prevail in northern states of India from till the January 14th and in other parts of East and Northeast India. Earthquake tremors were felt in Delhi and adjoining areas on Thursday, according to the National Center for Seismology. The epicenter of the magnitude 6.1 earthquake was near Afghanistan. Ecuador declared state of emergency. Curfew was imposed for 60 days from 2,300 hours to 500 hours daily. Police detained another Los Lobos criminal leader during the raid. Ecuadorian president said the measure is based on the factual situation of violence and criminality that is affecting the country, including the prison system. Hundreds arrested in Ecuador after the army was deployed to restore law and order in the South American country. 329 terrorists were arrested and 5 others were killed as part of security operations. The United States have also extended their help to the South American country. White House spokesman John Kirby said the U.S. is monitoring the situation and is willing to cooperate with the Ecuadorian government. The United States has, however, ruled out the possibilities of any U.S. military support for Ecuador. Bangladesh's new cabinet took oath on Thursday. President Mohammad Shahabuddin administered the minister's oath of office in Banga Bhavan. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken stressed that there will be consequences for continued attacks on in the Red Sea by Yemeni Houthis. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken accused Iran of aiding Houthis' Red Sea attacks and also called for Iran to stop supporting the rebel group. UN Security Council strongly condemned Houthi attacks on Red Sea shipping, demanding immediate end to the attacks. United Nations Security Council also called on the Houthis to release the Galaxy Leader, a Japanese-operated vehicle carrier linked to an Israeli businessman along with its 25% crew. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, in a televised statement on Wednesday, stressed that his country has no intention of permanently occupying Gaza. Israeli Prime Minister also reiterated that Israel's goal is to rid Gaza of Hamas terrorists and free the hostages. He also said that once it is achieved, Gaza can be demilitarized and de-radicalized. Israeli army released video showing tunnels it says Hamas used to hold the hostages. The Israeli army says its operations are continuing in Al-Maghazi and Khan Yunis as it releases videos of tunnels and airstrikes. 2 Russian missiles struck a hotel in Ukraine's Kharkiv city on Wednesday. Kharkiv Governor Ole Synohubov said the strike involved S-300 missiles and 11 people were injured in the attack. Ukraine's Zelensky meets Estonian President in Tallinn. Zelensky is in Tallinn on the second day of his tour of 3 Baltic states to discuss his country's war with Russia and Kyiv's plans to join NATO and European Union. Turkey, Romania and Bulgaria sign an agreement on a joint plan to clear mines floating in the Black Sea following months of talks between NATO allies. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken departed Tel Aviv on Thursday. He headed to Cairo to meet with Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi. Former South Korean Prime Minister Lee Nak-yeon on Thursday left the main opposition Democratic Party after expressing disagreement over current party leader Lee Jae-myung's leadership. White House plans to send an unofficial delegation to Taiwan following the self-ruled island's presidential and parliamentary elections. However, the participants of the delegation and the timing of their trip are not yet finalized. Drone soccer kicks off and flies for first time at CES, Consumer Technology Showcase in Las Vegas, Nevada. Drone soccer is a high-tech sport in which players use their aviation skills to compete with remote-controlled drones. CES trade shows floor opened with more than 4,000 exhibitors showing off their latest products and innovations in home, auto, beauty, video gaming, computers, cell phones and everything else that is technologically related. Pebble Flow recreational vehicle also became the center of attraction at CES 2024. Different from traditional RVs that rely on propane and generators, the Pebble Flow was on display at the CES. Founder of CEO of Pebble RV introduced the Pebble Flow as an all-electric semi-autonomous vehicle and a next-generation smart home all rolled into one. The RV contained a living room, dining area and a unique feature, a convertible table that transforms into additional sleeping space for 2 people. Attendees at CES expressed admiration for the Pebble Flow. The Pebble RVs are expected to ship by the end of 2024. A stunning light show was held at Gandhinagar's Mahatma Mandir Convention Centre in India, depicting India and UAE friendship. The light show took place during the ongoing Vibrant Gujarat Global Summit that is being held from the 10th till the 11th of January. Bundesliga champions Bayern Munich illuminated their stadium, the Allianz Arena, in honor of late soccer great Franz Beckenbauer. Drone views of the stadium showed the simple message, "Thank you, France," on the side of the futuristic stadium, illuminated in red. Denmark's Crown Prince Frederik will become king after his mother, Queen Margrethe, Europe's longest-serving monarch, abdicates on the 14th of January. In honor of the monarch, a bakery in Copenhagen has issued a special pyramid-shaped pastry to represent the Queen's interest in archaeology. A series of contemporary statues of 17th century masterpiece Las Meninas princess sprung up around the Venezuelan capital. Installed on the squares and sidewalks in Caracas, the series of 19 faceless fiberglass statues is made by artist Antonio Azato. A tender moment between giant panda twins has been captured on camera at the China Conservation and Research Center for the giant panda in southwest China's Sichuan province. The giant panda pair can see clinging onto each other for a warm embrace. English singer and songwriter Amy Winehouse's biopic Back to Black trailer is out. The movie will premiere in the theatres on the 10th of May this year. 31st Park Elvis Festival is being held in Australia. The annual festival is the celebration of King of Rock and Roll Elvis Presley's life and music. Fans aboard the Elvis Express to begin their annual pilgrimage to the rural town of Buckies, the venues to the world's largest tribute to the iconic musician. Indian filmmaker Anurag Basu's directorial Metro in Dino is scheduled to release on 13th of September this year. Honorary Oscars were awarded at the Academy of Motion Pictures, Arts and Sciences Governors Awards. The gala was attended by many stars including Robert Downey Jr., Margot Robbie and Leonardo DiCaprio. American comedian and filmmaker Mel Brooks, aged 97, received the honorary Oscars at the 14th Governors Awards in Los Angeles. Black Panther actress Angela Bassett received honorary Oscars for a lifetime of memorable roles, from Tina Turner to the Queen of Wakanda. South Korean pop music group ITZY released their new music album called Born to Be. HBO's True Detective Night Country premiered in Los Angeles. Oscar winner Jodie Foster among the stars who attended the premiere. American crime drama series True Detective Night Country Season 4 is all set to release on the 14th of January. It stars Jodie Foster and Carly Race, with Isa Lopez as writer and director. British Academy of Film and Television Arts Rising Star will be awarded at the BAFTA Film Awards ceremony on the 18th of February at London's Royal Festival Hall. Australian actor Jacob Elordi and English actress Phoebe Dinivo are amongst the nominees for BAFTA's Rising Star Award. Actor Jason Statham attended the premiere of his revenge thriller called The Beekeeper in London. David Ayer's directorial will release on the 12th of January. Barbie and Oppenheimer dominates the nominations for 30th Screen Actors Guild Awards. The award function will be held on the 24th of February in Los Angeles. Former India wicketkeeper batter Dinesh Karthik will assist England Lions preparations in India later this week after being included in the squad's coaching setup for the first 9 days of the tour. Rhythm Sangwan became the 16th Indian shooter to win a Paris Olympic quota place with a bronze medal in 25-meter sports pistol event at the Asia qualifiers on Thursday. Indian men's doubles pair of Satvik Sairaj, Ranki Reddy and Chirag Shetty advanced to the quarter-final round of the Malaysian Open Super 1000 badminton tournament. Novak Djokovic and Iga Swiatek have been confirmed as the top seeds in men's and women's singles category at this year's Australian Open. The Australian Open will be held from the 14th till the 28th of January. Curtis Jones and Cody Gakpo scored 3 minutes apart as Liverpool fought back from a goal down to beat Fulham by 2-1 in the first leg of their League Cup semi-final. Barcelona coach Xavi Hernandez hopes winning the Spanish Super Cup will be the turning point that revives their La Liga title challenge. Osasuna faces Barcelona in the semi-final of the Spanish Super Cup on Thursday. Osasuna coach Groba Arrasate says his side will try to seize a historic moment as they face Barcelona in the semi-final of the Spanish Super Cup. Real Madrid defeated Atletico Madrid by 5-3 in extra time in a pulsating battle to reach the Spanish Super Cup final. Police officers paraded on an open-top bus through Paris to urge authorities to accelerate talks about labour conditions and pay during 2024 Paris Olympics. Former England manager Sven Eriksson has said he has been diagnosed with cancer and has a year to live in a best-case scenario. The 75-year-old England player led through the team through the World Cup finals in 2002 and 2006, losing in the quarterfinals on both the occasions. And with this, it's a wrap here on Express News for now, but news and updates will continue here on DD India. So don't go anywhere. Keep watching and keep tracking DD India for all latest news and updates from the country and the world. Thank you so much for joining us right now. Namaskar.